Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the keeper of scrolls and teller of tales. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you CLW episode 28. You're going to see two rematches from our previous episode. Hyperactive versus the Medusa Complex, and the Social Elite will be defending the Tag Team Championship against the Irish Aces in a tornado tag match. Stephanie Vaquer will be taking on Lyra Valkyria. Liv Morgan is going to have another open challenge. We're going to hear from Jacob Fatu. And Hannah Taylor is going to be taking on Raven Creed with special guest referee Kaia McKenna. And our main event is CM Punk versus Joe Hendry. Now let's get to the action. Welcome to CLW episode 28. Our opening match picks up where we left off last week, our last episode. These two teams faced each other for the tag championships. Social Elite won by a countout. So they made this a tornado tag. There will be no countouts. The Irish Aces, JD McDonagh and Sheamus, taking on the tag champs, the Social Elite, Matthew Smyth and Sean Guinness. Right now, the Irish Aces are in control. Sheamus going for a pin. 2 count. Smith to the outside on the apron, but JD knocks him to the floor. Going out after him. Everybody's on the outside. No disqualifications. JD's got a chair. Smith countering the chair. Smith takes Sheamus down. The champs are now gaining control of the match. Action returning to the ring. Maybe not. JD trying for a submission on Guinness. Guinness is out of it. Guinness misses as JD got out of the way. Everyone's back in the ring briefly. Sheamus and Smith back to the outside. JD misses from the second rope. Guinness going for a pin here. But Sheamus barely gets in there to make that save. Smith with a pin on Sheamus. Only a 1 count. Everybody's flying and missing. Match is all over the place. Smith setting Sheamus up. Guinness and JD on the outside. Kendo stick brought into the match. Smith with a chair. Tried to throw it at Sheamus, but Sheamus just tossed it out of the way. JD trying for a camel clutch on the outside. This is not falls count anywhere, so the pin or submission is going to have to take place in the ring. Sheamus with a chair now on Smyth. Smyth rolls out of the way, countering Sheamus, setting him up here. Code red. Right, he didn't try for a pin there. Smyth now with the kendo stick, introducing it to JD. Guinness, in the meantime, is in the ring with Sheamus. JD busted open, being battered on the outside. Ringboard moonsault from Guinness to Sheamus. Now going to the top rope. That might be it. Sheamus managed to kick out. Chair back into play. Guinness is taking it to Sheamus here. Going back to the top rope. Smyth has JD tied up on the outside of the ring. This could be it after that 450. The champions retain. Liv Morgan with another open challenge. This time Nikki Cross has accepted. Can Liv pull off another win? She's won every one of her open challenges, including the one that paid the piper for the championship. This is a non-championship match. Of course, Pay the Piper Paige was the one that made her first appearance at CLW and answered the challenge. Liv won. On the last episode of CLW, Paige came out and challenged Liv to a rematch. And Liv said, "No, I already beat you. No rematch." Liv in control of Nikki Cross. Nikki kicks out at 1. Liv now with drop kick. Seemed Nikki had plenty of time to get out of the way of that. Nikki with a kick to the head, setting Liv up. Collision in the middle of the ring. Nikki with some chops and a kick and then a DDT. Nikki's had her ups and downs in CLW this season. You'd think she'd love to get a win on Liv here and then get a title match. But Liv now taking control, setting Nikki up. That didn't amount to much. Nikki choking Liv across the top rope, sending her to the outside. Nikki now in control of the match. Nikki to the top. And moonsault to the back. It might have knocked the wind out of Liv. I don't know if she can kick out. Oh, they only a 1 count. That's impressive. Nikki now taking it to Liv. Clotheslines. Tripping her. Liv's got momentum. I mean, Nikki's got momentum. Got Liv where she wants her. Can she get a win here? This would be huge for Nikki. Liv counters. Sending Nikki into the corner. Body slam. Liv now going to the second rope. Setting Nikki up. This might be it. 2. Nikki's out. Liv is setting her up. A complete shot. This is probably going to be it. Liv finishes her matches with that. Liv wins.
The champions win the match here tonight. Begins the celebration.
Paige is here. Paige trying to make a statement. She wants that rematch. She's got the belt. What is she going to do here? Oh, she just knocked Liv out with a belt. She wants another match with Liv. Another tag team rematch from last week. Hyperactive versus Medusa Complex. Last week, Medusa Complex got the win. But about halfway through the match, Safire Reed was incapacitated on the outside. She was dazed and unable to compete for the rest of the match. That became 2-on-1, with Anita eventually being pinned. They asked for this rematch. Millie, McKenzie, and Harley Hudson, the Medusa Complex, versus Safire Reed and Anita Vaughan, Hyperactive. Millie getting control of Safire. Huge knee. Elbow drop to the forehead. Safire countering out of that. Sending Millie into her corner. We might see a double team, but Millie was able to counter out of the corner. Ramming Safire's head into the buckle. Belly to belly out of the corner. Anita wants a tag. Safire clothesline over the top. Action on the outside. Safire going to the top rope. May have knocked Millie out with that. Sending her back in the ring. Missed with that. Millie was a little too far away. Safire may have wanted to tag out while she had a chance. Millie rolling up. Not even a 1. Anita begging for the tag. Can Safire get over there? Millie's not paying attention to Safire. She got the tag. Anita's in, but Millie catches her with a clothesline. Maybe that was part of her plan. Millie in control of Anita. Got Anita in the corner. Double team by Medusa Complex. A huge punch to the gut. Another double team. 2 double teams. I don't see that very often. Medusa Complex trying to send a message here that they want a tag team championship title match. They had one recently and they weren't able to win the titles, but now we have new champions, and where's the party? Maybe they'd have better luck than they did against the She-Wolves. Safire to break up that pin. Another double team by Medusa Complex. Seen this one a couple times in their last match. Harley going for a pin. 2, 3. Medusa Complex wins again. Jacob Fatu coming to the ring, microphone in hand. He got a win over Finn Balor last week in that non-title match, even after interference from JD McDonagh. Jacob says he beat Finn Balor last week, and he wants a championship match. He wants that Slauncher championship. Finn Balor's too chicken to face me again. He knows I'll take that championship off from him. Finn did not show up. Guest referee, Kaia McKenna. For Hannah Taylor versus Raven Creed. Whose side is Kaia going to be on here? Kaia is the one that brought Hannah and Raven together as the conduits of karma when she was feuding with Dawn and the Coven of the Goddess. Now she's been called upon to referee this matchup between her former stablemates. I say former stablemates, but at this point, we don't know if Kaia's on one side or the other in this. So far, she's been counting it down the middle. 2. Nope, not a 2. But so far, the couple of pinfalls we've seen from each seem to be fair. Hannah has had the upper hand in this rivalry between the two of them. It's been a very unique rivalry as Raven first abandoned Hannah in a tag match. Then they had a singles match where Hannah won. Raven apologized for calling Hannah a weak link and they teamed up again. Only that time Hannah left Raven hanging. That led to a KO match between the two of them at Pay the Piper a couple of weeks ago. Hannah knocked out Raven in that match. And we thought maybe that was going to be it. But then after Hannah defeated Lyra Valkyria last week, Raven came out and attacked Hannah, indicating she was not done with Hannah. Pin attempt. Only a 1. This rematch, of course, was made and Kaia was added. We'll see whose side Kaia's on. 2. So far, Kaia's been consistent with her counts. Doesn't seem to be showing favoritism to either one of them. You gotta wonder if she would prefer that they remain friends in their stable. Does she favor one over the other? Raven now taking control of Hannah. Raven setting Hannah up. Big boot to the side of the head. Anna slipping behind, taking out Raven's knee. Backstabber. Going for a pin. 2, 3. That may have been a little bit of a faster count. Now we have Stephanie Vaquer versus Lyra Valkyria. Lyra is set out away from tag team competition. Now looking for singles gold. Stephanie been in a controversy with Rhea Ripley. Initially, she teamed up with Rhea and the new Terror Twins, helping her to get some revenge on Hyperactive. They'll pay the piper when Stephanie was eliminated right off at the match and didn't seem to put up too much fight, leaving Rhea to be annihilated by Hyperactive for what was a very long time before Hyperactive decided to end the match. And the week before Pay the Piper, Stephanie did not attempt to break a pin, causing their team to lose. After those questionable actions, we heard from Stephanie Vaquer last week, who said that once she teamed with Rhea Ripley, that she was not the person everybody thinks she is, and that she was glad to sit back and watch Hyperactive punish Rhea Ripley. I don't know what's going on between them, but Rhea is currently out indefinitely after the abuse that she took in that match. Stephanie in control of Lyra. Michinoku driver. Setting Lyra up from the outside. Springboard cross body from the outside. Feet to feet. That might be it for Lyra. Kick out. Lyra counters. Springboard completely missed as Stephanie took a step back. Stephanie stopping Lyra, now going to the top rope. That corkscrew moonsault. Is that going to be it? Stephanie wins. CM Punk versus Joe Hendry. CM Punk returning from a concussion that he has suffered at Pay the Piper. In that championship match against Drew McIntyre that he lost after 2 claymores. He returned last week and challenged Drew McIntyre to a rematch in a Hell in a Cell at Loch Ness Lockdown. Drew accepted the challenge. This week, Punk said he wanted to take on one of Drew's countrymen. So he said his name and Joe Hendry appeared. Hendry taking control of Punk. Hendry maintaining control over Punk. Beating him down. Now showing his strength. Deadlifting him right up into that gut wrench suplex. Setting Punk up. Face first into the buckle. Drew McIntyre has to be happy with what he's seeing from Hendry here. Shoulder block from the second rope. Punk's up. Exchanging blows here. Who's going to get the upper hand? Hendry asking Punk to smack him, and he did. Back and forth, back and forth. Hendry's had the upper hand thus far in the match. Can he maintain that? Chops. At least Gunther's not in there chopping. This is breaking down into fisticuffs. Hendry with the upper hand after that. Clotheslines. Punk staggering into the corner. Punk counters. Anaconda Vice, it looks like. All he did is weaken Hendry, but he's setting him up. Maybe a go to sleep here. Is it nap time for Hendry? Punk wins. Paige has sent a clear message to Liv Morgan that she wants a rematch for the CLW Women's Championship. Referee Kaia McKenna seemed to show favoritism to Hannah Taylor in that match against Raven Creed. And Jacob Fatu has challenged Finn Balor to a Slancha Championship match. You're not going to want to miss the stories yet to be told. So unless you're the village idiot, you should like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you next time.